One of my favorite healing stories that I facilitated using the Healing Solutions healing method was with an older lady who had fallen down some stairs and broken her wrist she'd broken her arm between the elbow and the wrist. And she had it set, and then she called me. And I worked with her to help to clear the trauma of the fall. And then a few weeks later, then she called me back, and she says she was really worried because the doctor had told her that the bones were not healing, and in fact it was going to require surgery. And they were planning to insert some type of a material that would connect the bones, and hopefully they would grow back together, and she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do the surgery if she could help it because she was scared. And so she called me. And then with energy healing, I knew that each bone has a positive and a negative on each end of the bone, in every bone of your body. And or you could say a north and a south, kind of like a magnet. You know, a magnet has a north and a south. And when you break a bone, then each half of that bone now has a north and a south, and so or a positive and a negative. And so that bone, when it's set, it should pull together just like two magnets pull together, and they click and they hold tightly together. And so her bones were pushing away like two magnets that were opposite polarity. So in this lady's case, one of the halves of the bone was reversed in its polarity, and so she had a north and a north, or a south and a south, and they were pushing against each other, just like two magnets that repel each other. So the bone in her arm was repelling, and the other half of the bone it was repelling the other half of the bone at the break. And I talked to her over the phone, and I locked onto her energy using her voice to energetically scan the break, and tested into the field with the muscle testing, and asked her body what was causing the reversal. And I found a virus and everything else that her body said was contributing to that reversal, including emotions, and I cleared the reversal. So she went into her doctor. She went in for her doctor's appointment the next day to have the break examined again prior to the surgery, and the doctor told her that it looked like the bone was pulling together, and so now she no longer required surgery. And so I received a happy email from my client telling me the good news, and I can't tell you how happy I was for her. I love what I do so much, and was so glad that she didn't have to go in for surgery anymore. If there's something that I can do, if I can help, then you can get a hold of me by going to our website at www.besthealingsolutions.com, where you will find our session request forms and get started on your healing journey. Have an awesome day.